The pursuit of silence represents one of the most defining characteristics of ultra-luxury automobiles. Yet few manufacturers have achieved acoustic perfection as deliberately and comprehensively as those designing vehicles specifically engineered to eliminate virtually every sound that might intrude upon occupants. The quest to create the quietest luxury car ever built involves far more than simple sound-deadening materials or noise reduction technologies. It requires a philosophical commitment to isolation that permeates every aspect of vehicle design, from engine engineering to suspension tuning to interior acoustics management. This obsession with silence has produced automobiles so acoustically isolated that occupants sometimes report feeling slightly disoriented by the absence of auditory cues that normally orient human perception within a moving vehicle. The Rolls-Royce Phantom has long been considered the gold standard of automotive quietness, with each successive generation pushing the boundaries of what acoustic engineers believed possible within a moving vehicle. When Rolls-Royce engineers design a Phantom, silence becomes as important as horsepower or handling, perhaps more so. The company employs acoustic specialists who spend months analyzing and eliminating every potential source of noise within the vehicle. From wind rushing past the exterior, to tire contact with pavement, to engine vibration transmitted through the chassis. The result is an automobile so quiet that conversations conducted at normal speaking volume feel unnecessarily loud, as though the occupants are disturbing the profound silence that the vehicle has created around them. The acoustic engineering behind Phantom quietness begins with the engine itself, where Rolls-Royce develops power plants that operate with minimal mechanical noise despite their considerable displacement and power output. The company's twin turbocharged V12 engines are isolated from the chassis through advanced mounting systems that decouple engine vibration from the structural frame. Multiple layers of sound-absorbing material surround the engine compartment, creating an acoustic barrier so effective that occupants seated in the rear of the vehicle can barely detect that the engine is running. With the windows closed and the entertainment system switched off, some Phantom owners report that the only indication of forward motion comes from watching the scenery move past the windows, rather than hearing or feeling any mechanical activity. The Mercedes Maybach S680 represents another pinnacle of automotive quietness, with engineers approaching the challenge through different technological solutions that achieve similar results of acoustic isolation. Mercedes engineers developed composite materials specifically designed to absorb sound frequencies while maintaining structural rigidity. The vehicle's windows utilize laminated glass far thicker than standard automotive glass, creating a barrier to external noise so effective that highway traffic noise becomes nearly imperceptible. The suspension system incorporates sophisticated damping technologies that isolate occupants from road noise and tire vibration with such effectiveness that driving over rough pavement feels like gliding across a perfectly smooth surface despite the actual irregularities beneath the tires. The Bentley Flying Spur approach to quietness involves what the company calls acoustic architecture, a comprehensive strategy that treats silence as a design element equal in importance to materials, styling, and performance. Bentley engineers conduct acoustic modeling during the initial vehicle design phases, ensuring that every component considers its acoustic properties. The company's sound engineers literally hand-tune components to optimize their acoustic characteristics, in some cases making minute adjustments to engine mounting angles or suspension bushing stiffness specifically to reduce particular frequencies of sound that laboratory testing identified. The resulting vehicle achieves such profound quietness that some owners report that the experience initially feels somewhat artificial or unsettling until they acclimate to driving in an environment essentially devoid of the ambient sounds that characterize normal automobile operation. The Lexus LS, despite being the production vehicle with broader market availability than ultra-exclusive marques, represents Toyota's sophisticated approach to automotive quietness through comprehensive engineering rather than exotic materials or exclusive manufacturing techniques. Lexus engineers employ technologies like active noise cancellation, which uses microphones and speakers to generate inverse sound waves that literally cancel out noise before it reaches occupants' ears. The vehicle's construction incorporates materials selected specifically for acoustic properties, with inner panels and sound deadening positioned to absorb frequencies that would otherwise travel throughout the cabin. The result is a luxury sedan that achieves whisper-quiet operation comparable to vehicles costing several times more, demonstrating that extreme quietness can be achieved through methodical engineering rather than astronomical expense alone. The Genesis G90 represents Hyundai's ultra-luxury division, tackling the challenge of quietness with surprising effectiveness. The vehicle features multi-layer insulation throughout the cabin, with materials specifically selected to target the frequencies that travel most readily through automotive structures. The suspension system incorporates technologies that isolate road noise from the chassis, and the vehicle's steering and suspension components are positioned and dampened to minimize vibration transmission. Genesis engineers achieved quietness levels that rival vehicles from manufacturers with far longer histories in the luxury segment, demonstrating that acoustic excellence derives from engineering commitment rather than brand heritage alone. The Audi A8, particularly in its most recent generation, incorporates sophisticated acoustic engineering designed to achieve Rolls-Royce-like quietness within a volume production framework. Audi developed composite materials that absorb sound while remaining lighter than traditional sound deadening, and the vehicle's construction incorporates these materials throughout the cabin in positions calculated to maximize acoustic benefit. The A8's engine employs active engine mounts that actually counteract vibration rather than simply isolating it. And the vehicle's suspension system incorporates damping technologies that specifically target frequencies most noticeable to human perception. The result is an automobile that achieves remarkable quietness while maintaining the practicality and performance characteristics expected from a production luxury sedan. The Cadillac CT6, before its discontinuation, represented General Motors' serious effort to achieve automotive quietness comparable to the world's most exclusive marques. Cadillac engineers employed acoustic foam materials throughout the vehicle, with thicknesses and compositions varied to target specific frequency ranges. And the suspension system incorporated isolation technologies that prevent road noise from transmitting through the chassis. Cadillac's approach demonstrated that American manufacturers could achieve significant acoustic quietness through comprehensive engineering strategies applied during vehicle design rather than exotic manufacturing processes added afterward. True automotive quietness requires attention to details so minute and comprehensive that the effort borders on obsessive.